when we are working with the dysfunctional social structure, how do we maintain that connection to your higher self and create empowerment position for ourselves? The communication is one of these things. We know that spell casting is a real thing. We know that they are words to manipulate you energetically, maintaining your low vibrational existence, because we are so focused on these expressions because somebody else has created for us, instead of figuring out a method of communication and self-expressions. Um, it is really important to express ourselves authentically, what we are feeling, learning to express ourselves in accordance with your mind, body, and spirit, instead of constantly communicating words that is social norm, social suggestions, and a programmed method of communication. Inherently, we have our authentic way of communicating. If you're paying really close attentions, we know that we are able to express ourselves uniquely and authentically, instead of getting entrapment with these words like we really have to work hard. We can change. We work smart. We are doing meaningful work. We are keeping our work-life balance kind of expressions. Instead of constantly say we have to work hard. No, we're not workhorses. This is the social norm because they are keeping us enslaved because of our labor, keeping us away from our own self and our family, our self-care needs, because we're busy working hard. Why would you want to do that? We are mind, body, and spirit. We have extraordinary layers of emotional intelligence within ourselves. We have love, compassion, empathy, kindness, rational thinking. Also, we have the negative thoughts. We are stuck, we are repetitive, we are jealous, we are envious, we are uncreative space because we are hostile and angry. So then this is the way of expressions we are, because of it's created by someone. Instead of learning, having the ability to express verbally is an extraordinary gift. So then instead of following somebody else's idea of expressions, we can discipline ourselves to create our authentic expression. It is something really important for me. I've always have to do something with a purpose. I have to express myself. It doesn't mean that we are expressing irresponsibly and to hurt other people, but we can empower ourselves by expressing how we feel, prioritizing to express what we are thinking and how we feel, and our rational thinking to the real world problems. This is how we empower ourselves through communication. Also, healthcare needs. Instead of the first idea is that we think science, we follow the science. Everybody say that like a parrot, but we really don't have a very clear understanding what does that really mean. Is the science is a political thing? Is the science is a manipulative thing? Is the science is a practical thing? Is the science is a healthy choice? Is the science is there to empower you? This is another area that you need to stay vigilant and empower yourselves. Science is not all that bad, but think about everything. All works for one model serve everybody. When you know that it's not accurate, it's a common sense observation. Not every situation that is created because we're hackable animals, and so then we are supposed to do some treatments or become the lab rats. but there are consequences for that. For example, we know what happened a few years ago. Everything, one model fits everyone regardless of the outcome. We know that inflammation is a real thing. We know the swollen legs are a real thing. We know that women, the beauty, forget that, we're losing hair, we're unable to see, and we have uh, all these internal problems. We have friends and family members that are going through because of a treatment, but we don't know for sure. We can't eliminate that, but we can't afford not to think this way. So then we know there's these leaderships and the head of the place, the dysfunctional, disconnected individuals that decided for us this is what we are going to do. Few years ago, we know this is going to end real badly, especially in the healthcare when we were struggling already with not enough staff, with not enough resources, and nothing is ever enough. Um, we create some more problems. Now everyone in a state of limitations because of these things. And look at the person who decided that for us. It's an absolutely chaotic, dysfunctional model. We just have to follow the protocol. Protocol doesn't mean that you're protected. So we have to be vigilant, because who is going to look after you when you are from an empowered position and you take somebody else's idea of health and well-being and insert that into your own mind, body, and spirit, and you have now you expose yourself for all kinds of unknown factors. Now, who is going to have to deal with it? No one is going to come over and look after you and give you resources, give you support system. You have to be a beggar, you have to be a victim, you have to be online. You might get help, you might not. So this is your outcome. And some of us, because we stay vigilant, because we know this is going to end really badly, we lost our jobs, but we protected ourselves. This is what empowerment is all about, because now you're in a position, although you don't have a job, you're still able to think, you're still able to walk, you're still able to see, your hair is still there, and you know you're not a victim yet. So, but other people are struggling, and this is a really unfortunate circumstances, and this is why we have to be empowered, a position of empowerment, instead of deliberately going towards the victimhood. Because when you follow somebody else's idea of communication, the suggestion, follow the science, you are the one who has to deal with the consequences. This is why it is our personal responsibility for staying vigilant in a system that is designed to keep you entrapped. This is my idea. This is my frustration. This is my expressions regarding the circumstances when we follow things because somebody else has suggested for us. We are in a predicament that's very difficult, and a victimhood even. So keep paying attention, even though it's a social structure, social systems. You can be empowered within the system by staying focused on your authentic style of life.